Your leadership is constantly going to be under question your whole life as a man, whether you're 17 or you're 27 or you're 97 years old. Your leadership, your headship is always going to be under question. And one of the things that you can do to have control over these things is to not be led by your vices. A lot of times, as men, we're led by pleasure, beauty, desire for things, desire for money. If you are led by any of those things, then you are easily manipulated and controlled. Even fear, right? Fear of whatever's going to happen. Fear of your wife leaving you or your kids rebelling against you or any of those things. You're always going to be led and you'll start to formulate how you react or don't react based upon that fear. So I strongly advise for all of you guys to start figuring out exactly the places where you're most apt to be led. Don't tell anybody, just you take mental notes or write them down where no one could ever find them, just like, and then destroy it. Find out all those places that you are potentially being led or you could be led by, and it could be vices, could be career, fear. Pleasure is a big one. Pleasure and beauty is a big one. Go through all those and start to build up fortifications against them. And that way, you aren't going to be controlled. And this is going to be part of your leadership journey as a man because your wife doesn't want you controlled by these things. And maybe she, uh, will ask you to do like, oh, like, honey, if you do the dishes, like, I'll give you this, I'll give you pleasure or something like that. Like always recognize those things and recognize them in yourself and recognize what you're being led by a rope to receive some sort of vice, some sort of pleasure. And I'm not saying like, intimacy within a marriage is a vice, but if it is something that you are being led to, like a dumb animal, like a horse, that's a problem. So start figuring out what you need to correct, and then you can take leadership action on how to correct them. And the big one, dudes, is anger, right? Anger is one of those big, giant ones that if you react or you don't have control over your anger, another one, lead. Guys, I mean, we all share probably the same vices of pleasure, drinking, begging for pleasure. It's ridiculous stuff. You will be led every single time, and you will only diminish your leadership. That's it.